The millionaire's wife who buried her husband alive. A Green Beret sleeps peacefully in his $1 million mansion. His wife stands over him with his own gun. What happens next will shock an entire nation and lead to the most twisted confession ever recorded. The perfect family facade. September 28, 2024, 11:47 p.m. A phone call that would expose one of the most calculated murders in Utah history. Jennifer Gledstill, a 42-year-old mother of 3, dials 911 to report her husband missing. But what police don't know yet is that she's calling from the same house where she murdered him just days earlier, and his blood is still under her brand new mattress. This is the story of how a $1 million marriage became a burial ground. Matthew Johnson and Jennifer Gledstill seem to have everything. Their $1 million home in Cottonwood Heights, Utah, stood as a monument to their success. 3 beautiful children aged 11, 7, and 5. Matthew, 51, was a decorated Green Beret with the Utah National Guard's 19th Special Forces Group, a man his fellow soldiers described as brilliant, reliable, the guy who always had the answers. Jennifer appeared to be the supportive military wife, the devoted mother, the woman who held everything together while her husband served his country. But beneath the surface, a nightmare was brewing. The marriage from hell. July 2024. The cracks started showing. Court documents would later reveal what friends and family refused to see. This wasn't just a troubled marriage. It was a powder keg ready to explode. In August 2024, Jennifer made a bold move. She filed a protective order against Matthew, painting herself as the victim who needed protection from her military husband. But when the case reached 3rd District Commissioner Russell Minus, something unexpected happened. The commissioner watched the videos Jennifer submitted as evidence. What he saw shocked him. Jennifer wasn't afraid. She was confrontational, aggressive, attacking. Then she read the text messages, repeatedly berating, belittling, and demeaning, if not outright attempting to goad him into a violent response. That's how the commissioner described Jennifer's messages to Matthew. On September 16, 2024, just 5 days before the murder, Commissioner Minus dismissed the protective order entirely. No abuse had occurred. In fact, his ruling contained words that now seem like a prophecy from beyond the grave. The conduct of the parties over the past several months is representative of a highly dysfunctional marriage, bringing out the worst in the parties. Clearly suggestive that an action for divorce should have been filed long before reaching the current state of affairs. What the commissioner didn't know, Jennifer had already decided divorce wasn't an option. She'd chosen murder instead. The secret life. While Matthew was sleeping at National Guard facilities, literally afraid to spend nights in his own house, Jennifer was living a double life. She had a lover. This wasn't just an affair, it was an obsession, an escape. And according to prosecutors, it was the motive for murder. September 19, 2024, 2 days before the killing, Jennifer did something strange. She showed her lover a Glock 19X handgun, loaded, ready. He probably thought nothing of it. Military families have guns, it's normal, right? Wrong. Jennifer was already planning, calculating, preparing. That same week, she made arrangements for her 3 children to stay at her parents' house. She needed them gone for what was coming next. The night everything ended. September 20th. The night started with a confrontation. Matthew had discovered the truth. His wife was sleeping with another man. Witnesses reported hearing a heated argument that night, years of resentment, betrayal, and dysfunction exploding in their $1 million home. But then, silence. In the early hours of September 21st, as Matthew lay sleeping in their master bedroom, completely vulnerable and defenseless, Jennifer Gledstill made a choice that would destroy everything. She took his own 9mm handgun, she stood over him, and she shot his husband in the head while he slept. What happened next is where this case becomes truly disturbing. According to her own confession, Jennifer put Matthew's body in a rooftop storage container, slid it down the stairs of their home, loaded it into the back of their minivan, smashed his phone, drove his truck to a nearby neighborhood and abandoned it, drove north with his body, buried him in a shallow grave at a location she refuses to reveal. Then she came home and began what can only be described as a methodical cleanup operation. Bleached the walls, used carpet cleaning supplies throughout the bedroom, ordered a new mattress to replace the blood-soaked one. The mattress arrived September 26th, just in time. The confession that changed everything. September 22nd, 2024, just before midnight, Jennifer showed up at her lover's house and she told him everything. How she killed Matthew, how she disposed of his body, how she cleaned up the crime scene. The man noticed bruises on Jennifer's arms and body. When he asked about them, her answer was casual, almost dismissive. "I got them while burying my husband and cleaning the house." He was terrified. The woman he thought he knew had just confessed to cold-blooded murder like she was discussing weekend plans. But Jennifer's lover did something brilliant. He recorded their next phone conversation. What she said would become the most chilling evidence in the entire case. The recording that sealed her fate. When he told Jennifer he was frightened by what she'd done, her response was bone-chilling. "Wow, if you think I could even hurt a fly, like he's not a person. He wasn't Matt. He wasn't Matt." Let that sink in. She had dehumanized her husband so completely that his murder meant nothing to her. But wait, it gets worse. Jennifer then said something that revealed the darkness in her soul. "I always preached that I was like the Queen of Hearts in my past lives, because I'm like, off with their heads. I'm like, if we could just round up the scum of this earth and put them on an island or just kill them all, I could ship-shape this country back to a good place." She also asked her lover, "Don't think of me as a monster. Remember who I was before I opened my mouth." The irony was devastating. She was asking for understanding after confessing to murdering the father of her children in cold blood. And here's the kicker. This conversation happened before Matthew was officially reported missing. She was already talking about him in the past tense because she knew he was dead, because she had killed him. The walls close in. 6 days after her confession, Jennifer finally reported Matthew missing to police. Her story? Matthew said he'd be gone for a week and told her not to call. But her lover had been busy. He'd taken screenshots of their text messages, recorded their phone conversations, and on October 2nd, 2024, he contacted police. The investigation exploded. When Cottonwood Heights police executed a search warrant on September 28th, they found large bloodstains in the carpet under the bed, blood on the bed frame slats, reddish-brown spots on walls, blinds, and furniture, a house that reeked of bleach, a brand-new mattress ordered September 24th, delivered September 26th. GPS data from Jennifer's phone told the rest of the story. 6 a.m. on September 21st, traveling to where Matthew's truck was found. Later that day, journey north toward Davis County, exactly where she claimed to have buried his body. The family conspiracy. October 21st, 2024, Jennifer Gledsdale arrested for first-degree murder and 5 counts of obstruction of justice. But the story doesn't end there. October 24th, 2024, Jennifer's parents, Thomas Gledsdale, 71, and Rosalie Gledsdale, 67, were arrested and charged with 4 counts of obstruction of justice. Police discovered that the couple had spent over 5 hours at Jennifer's house in late September, despite claiming they were only there for less than an hour to pick up clothing. The evidence against the parents was damning. Rosalie purchased the new mattress. Rosalie had her phone remotely reset, losing all location data during the cleanup period. When police asked Thomas about the master bedroom and alleged cleanup, he said, "I did not go in where the incident happened." Wait, how did he know where the incident happened if he wasn't involved? During a search of the parents' home, police found a Glock 19X gun box wrapped in a child's onesie next to Jennifer's bedroom. The same gun Jennifer had shown her lover on September 19th. The entire family conspired to cover up the perfect murder. The search continues. It's been months since the arrest. Over 70 searchers have scoured multiple counties, from Davis and Weber all the way to Box Elder County near the Utah-Indian border. Matthew Johnson's body remains missing. His military brothers continue searching. John Hash, Matthew's fellow Green Beret who served with him for 12 years, said,